Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dark Pictures Little Hope. Now, for those of you who may have an affinity for higher, graphical fidelity, and you can kind of tell the difference in the way things look, you may notice that this game looks a little different. So, funnily enough, since we started playing Little Hope the other day, the developers, Supermassive, released uh, PS5 versions of both Man of Medan and of Little Hope. Um, and so basically, there was an update to the PS4 version, but I also downloaded the PS5 version. And when you go into the PS5 version, it allows you to transfer your save. You don't get to transfer you don't get the trophies again, which I don't really care about because the trophies in these games are difficult to get as they are. But so I figured that I would tell you we are no longer playing the PS4 version. We are in fact now playing the PS5 version, and you can clearly see. Well, at least I can. I can tell the difference in the graphical fidelity. But we are back with another part today, and I mean you can tell by the painting alone, like you can see the texture of the canvas. But we are still here with the troubled history alleyway, as you can see. You know, we still have all of our choices and everything, just like what we had. The only difference this time is that we're now playing the PS5 version, so it should look and actually play a little bit better. Um, than the PS4 version. I mean, it definitely should look better. I do have performance mode set on, so we should be running at like 60 FPS. So yeah. So let's go ahead and jump in, shall we? Let's get back to it.
This place is a museum of some kind.
She in there?
Relax.
I also have HDR on. I've adjusted the brightness a little bit as well.
We're not having a rerun of what just happened to Angela.
I did have to reset all of the volume
We'll do
settings,
whatever
but
it takes to keep us both safe.
checking the volume last
Once we're
time, it
out
was
of
actually
here,
pretty good.
We'll hook up with the others.
That's if they're still alive.
So yeah. So you can clearly tell that this game actually, well, I can clearly tell. Man,
She's linked to Mary somehow?
Gotta be. Though how and why, I'm not sure of yet.
it feels like it runs so much smoother than the PlayStation version, than the PS4 version anyway. They're both PlayStation versions. But graphically, I can tell a difference. So there was a part of me that was like, maybe I should just restart the playthrough, but I didn't really want to do that because I couldn't remember all of my decisions. So I just figured that we would start out from here, which is, it's pretty good regardless. So rid of forfeiture. So you're not even going to comment on it? Okay, whatever. And I've also been kind of, I actually am enjoying this game a lot more than Man of Medan. I hated Man of Medan. I mean, you can tell the texture of the books. I mean, you can see the texture of the wood looks better. Just the texturing of a lot of things just look a lot better. So shout out to the devs for doing that. I think that the reason they've done that is because of the fact that The Devil in Me is coming out pretty soon, and they wanted to have PS5 versions of all 4 games. So this guy has had stones pressing down on him. He's getting his chest crushed in. Fun. Check if any of these doors open. Oh, joy. People who've been hung. What if one just comes to life? Well, I mean, they're all faceless mannequins. So that's great. Is that Abigail? Well, Amy. Yeah, it is. It is, in fact. Amy was accused of witchcraft by the girl Mary Milton, who claimed to saw her fly on a twig of willow. When told by the court that Amy had been seen by witnesses many miles away, Mary stated, "I saw her lips ever chattering to who knew what and recognized her as a demon."
Like we were right there.
Sent to me in Amy's form. Pastor Carver admitted this into the record as spectral evidence, first of the accused. So she's not the last. Like I said, I think that everybody is going to get accused of being a witch. It's really what it seems like to me. Ready for transfer.
This is what the trial was all about. People being in cahoots with the devil.
Mary's
Right.
witness statement.
And this kid Mary who snitched on everyone. That's got to be the girl we're seeing.
So I, Mary Milton, confess the truth of the wickedness I have witnessed before the Sabbath day. Mistress Amy did by the ash tree commune with Black Samuel, which is another form. Black Samuel, by the way, is like a name for the devil. A spirit in the form of a dog that spoke with the voice of a man. Sometimes it's not a dog, sometimes it's a goat as well. If you've seen The Witch, I think their goat was called Black Samuel. Then she spun 3 times around and agreed to serve the spirit and deliver the children of the village to it. Then she made a puppet and placed a spell upon it to curse those who would oppose her. These and it looks like it says divers. Foul things I have seen. February 25th of February 1692. Signed with Simon Carver. Yeah, these are the dolls. They were made of straw. Hey,
Take a look at this.
dried straw, like the thicker kind of like reed straw.
I've seen this before.
Where?
On the road outside that shitty little bar we stopped at. Angela and me saw it laying there, picked it up. Right before that kid Mary scared us for the first time.
Interesting.
You think she maybe let us see her? Wanted us to see this?
He's not as skeptical as John
Let's
is.
take a proper look.
What the hell, Professor?
There are many, many stories about how spirits can attach themselves to objects.
Sure, in movies.
I can tell if
Take it easy, will you?
the problem I have is I don't know
What
if
if
somebody's
enough
standing
spirits
behind
attach to this
in
thing?
over there, if it's just
We
a
burn
mannequin
it,
or an actual
and
person.
this could all end right here.
Uh, he has like no. Oh God, there's no like. Is that something they removed from the PS5 version? There's no like. There's no like little things around his head to talk about like what he is. There's all the secrets. Oh no. Well, if I remember, he's kind of somebody who wants to go along with things, but he doesn't necessarily
Look at it
agree
another
so
way.
easily.
Maybe by burning her precious things, it's just gonna piss the kid off.
You might be right.
I mean, I pretty much remember how everybody was. So we're not going to burn it. It seems like something we should probably not necessarily do. Ready for transfer. Picture of the witch trials. Courtroom illustration. This one, it leads outside. Spooks? Scare? Oh, it's a window. Yeah, there's a cat. The same picture, just from right there, is right there. Okay. Oh, finally an unlocked door.
Head this way.
I mean, I remember how all the characters pretty much are. John is somebody who's like, he's not very like into the supernatural. He like has
Where'd
like
that little girl get to?
explanations for things.
She let us in here and then disappeared.
Maybe that was her plan all along. Lead us to the puppet. Job done.
I'm not sure about that.
Hmm. Makes you wonder if maybe we should have burned it. But I don't know. If there's one thing I know about like witchcraft and shit, you shouldn't be burning fucking objects, especially those related to
Almost out of juice.
supernatural shit.
No signal out here anyway.
All right. So there was Daniel. Yeah, see, there's like nothing around his head. They removed that? Why have they removed that? That's made it so useful to like remember though. So she's like flirtatious and like very kind of go along.
You hear that?
Maybe. Heard something. Not sure what.
Well, Angela's down in the sewers, running around,
Professor?
away from her chained
That you in there?
dead
Can we
thing,
just get out of here?
dead version of herself.
Where the hell are the others?
Probably as lost as us.
You think they're looking for us?
Could be.
Angela's got no interest in finding me. That's for sure.
She's got a mean streak, all right. But she's got some heart.
All right, cut him off.
All right. $10 says no one's home.
I'm not touching that. Still, first place we've seen in a while.
I'd bet you $1,000 nobody's home because there's nobody in the
You
town.
found a way into that store? You a burglar in your spare time?
No. But I was in a past life.
Actually, you weren't. You were not in a past life. I'm aware. I know that for an actual fact. You were not. The store's probably locked.
Not getting through this way.
Well, that leaves one more. Window?
Hey, Taylor. Check this out.
You can pry it open?
Check what out?
Don't think anyone's visited for a long time. Oh, yeah. And that's $10 you owe me.
Don't owe you squat. I never took the bet.
Fair enough. It's loose. I can jimmy this open, no problem. We could have a big powwow about who goes in first. But we both know what's gonna happen.
Right.
Sure thing.
I would have thought it'd been funny if it was like, you're going in first.
What the? What? That's... Oh,
Easy now, tough guy. Don't beat up the scary doll.
funny. Get your ass in here.
Well, you know, there are all these faceless mannequins dressed up like people from the 1600s. Especially with that, everything they've seen already.
Come on. This way.
Oh. We're back in the museum.
These things look so real. They're freaking me out. What's up?
Uh-oh.
I just saw something.
They're gonna see the effigy now, see?
Where the hell are you going? You sure this is a good move?
Nope.
Don't get separated. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Find Taylor. The writ of forfeiture. What the hell's that?
Taylor?
Had me look down, but... Oh, maybe I can...
Taylor! You okay?
Oh,
What's
okay.
going on? Come on.
Was she pushing up against the door?
What happened? I heard voices.
I saw my fucking self looking back at me.
Yeah.
So weird, speaking funny. I mean, what the fuck?
Pathetic. No, he would have. But he.
Well, you go walking around on your own like that and shit happens.
Fuck off, Daniel. I thought you had my back. This is so.
Well,
fucked up.
yeah, but he told you not to wander off.
They just dragged her out like some kind of criminal. I mean, shit. Let's get out of here.
I hear that.
Oh, there's the knife.
I found a knife.
Maybe it was a knife once, when dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Think we should bring it along?
Here, you take it.
I mean, I don't know.
Why?
It's obvious, dummy. Self-defense.
Okay. Small price to pay to make you feel better. I got it.
Excuse me. All right, so we got the knife now. Was there anything related to the knife in the pictures, or was it just this one? Shackled? No, that was the bus driver being arrested. Bus driver with the gun to his head. Andrew with the gun. No, we're already past that. Angela getting dragged down. We prevented that, so okay. So no, I think that's it. Again, I want to see if I can pan down, if I can look down. Yeah, what is this? So they had me look at that for some reason. Lambert writ. This writ was served on Joseph Lambert by the Reverend Simon Carver, who had persuaded the Little Hope selectmen to force the forfeiture of Lambert's land over a disputed contract. This caused bad blood in the community and is believed to have culminated in the accusations that Joseph's wife Amy had been touched by the witch. So we know that John and Andrew are close by, so we better be careful with this fucking knife. Wait, this is the Holy Bible now. It was a witch book earlier. Was it not? I swear it was. It was a witchcraft, but like one of the like secrets of the witchcraft, like from the. It was a completely different book. Oh, this is where they came in from, isn't it? Okay, we have a postcard here. Okay, she's running. Hiding behind a rock. Dark magic. Question is, do we want to stay hiding behind the rock? The fuck was that? Was that in here? What the fuck is going on? The camera change is kind of weird. So yeah, we already saw that. Wait, what? We pulled this off. Oh my god. Is it like are we in a separate like what the hell's going on? This is back up here. The effigy's gone. The puppet doll. It's not here anymore.
Check this out.
The enclosed poppet, or doll, is thought to have originally belonged to a child in the late 1600s. Creepy. Shit, wait, I got it. This missing doll has got to be the one I saw with the kid.
You think? That's kind of weird.
Kinda weird? This place is full on Nightmare Central. I don't want to stay here any longer than I have to.
With you on that.
Why is it that like there's like two different So I can't pull this off. I can't pull this off as him. I can only look at it. Which is kind of strange. And then the picture of the courtroom again. And there's the window that's still here. Okay.
Come on, this way out.
Because John and Andrew went out this way too. Okay. Sure.
Oh, hello. Are things becoming any clearer for you?
No, actually, I feel like I'm more
King,
confused now.
whatever it is, just keeps coming for Angela. Unrelenting. I do hope she's okay.
Well, we didn't see her die, so.
Now, at last, someone has a weapon. That might prove useful.
I mean, I doubt it.
Let
I
me
feel
help you out.
I feel like somebody's gonna get
One
stabbed
little
accidentally.
hint.
Yeah, sure, why not? I like the hints.
Well then, how can I put this? We each have our own demons. They are ours and ours alone, and they are often born out of regret. I'll leave you now with some wise words from a great Irish playwright I once met in Paris, I believe.
Not Ireland?
Never judge anyone shortly. Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future.
Fair enough.
She's
That,
just a child. Let's speak again later.
she's just a child. That makes more sense than the first clue he's given me.
Back on the road. Professor and the others can't be far.
Literally, the professor
Been shit out of luck so far, too.
and others were, well, technically it's just Andrew, but okay, now we're Taylor. Once again, like I said, the words aren't there. I don't know if it's because of the update or like if it's just that if they did that on purpose.
What did she do to be taken like that?
Not a great omen for sure. But nothing. You. I'll make sure.
Make sure to. Uh-oh, this one looks bad. Uh-oh. Yep. So that one is in fact the fence post with the iron rod fence that 1970s version of him fell on. I can't remember his name. Fell on, and so he's gonna get attacked by his monster. King William's War, Commencement Day Massacre, 23rd of June, 1690. On Commencement Day, 1690, while the Puritans celebrated the graduation of the town's young men, an army of French and Indians attacked, burning a number of homesteads. 8 men were killed and a number of women and children taken into slavery in Acadia. The fate of the slaves is unknown. Let's see if we recognize anyone. Madeline Carver. There's a Carver here. But most of the other ones doesn't seem like it. Tilly Johnson's house. This house is the home of the promising young author Tilly Johnson, famed for her Gothic novel
Sure looks that way.
Tract of the Tethered, 1856. Tilly was mysteriously found dead at home in June of 1858. Yeah, so Tilly is another version of Taylor. It's another Taylor lookalike from the past. Can we go inside?
I hope I get to make things right with Angela. A lot of bad, weird shit gone down tonight.
Ooh. Something here. Foreclosure, bank owned. Little Hope Welcome Center. Just gonna pose all weird, bro. You point ahead. Oh. Yeah, the road's closed here. I heard
Where's
that.
that coming from?
I don't know.
Execution site. An archaeological dig here in 1955 identified a layer of ash and bone fragments. The site is thus believed to be the location where people were hanged and burned at the stake during the witchcraft panic of 1692. It is unclear, Daniel's hand, which of the accused was executed here. Okay. Cool. Caw! Well, the road's out.
Get over here! This isn't possible. I know those markings. This is my old tire swing. Look, here, see?
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
It's not okay, you don't get it! See these stars? I painted them onto this tire with my dad. when I was 10 years old.
You sure?
Hell yes, I'm sure.
You
this is
sure?
my tire swing. How come it's out here?
Can't be. Just looks the same. It's just a coincidence.
Can you listen to what I'm saying here? This town knows me.
Headstrong!
Hey, look at me. Look at me. We're getting through this, okay? Together.
Oh no! Oh god.
This is not my doing. You must help.
Mary, it is you doing, goddammit. Uh-oh. Now Taylor's being burned at the stake.
Or it is too late.
Yeah, Tabitha, that was her name.
Push now, woman. Only the Almighty can.
Like I said, I don't think there's anything we can do to intervene. I don't think that we can. I think this is meant for us to watch.
No sin. The puppet I am condemned for is a child's plaything. Nothing more. I
You'll
swear
not swear
it.
me. The sickness you brought into our midst must be purged. To free all of us and you from evil. You must burn.
I beg you, stop. Do not do this. No, please stop.
Pray, Lord, for you to take the soul of this, our sister Tabitha, who has been led astray by the devil, and do with it as you will.
Oh, there he is. It's the first time we've seen him.
The woman we just saw, it was me. That means I'm next.
What do you mean that you're
Nothing bad
next?
can happen
Nobody's
to you.
died.
I'll make sure of that.
Thanks.
So obviously Taylor's, whatever Taylor's thing is, it has to do with fire,
Let's keep on going
so.
to the church. That's likely where the rest are.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
So we know that Daniels is like the wrought iron, fence posts, from like the 70s, which is kind of strange. Maybe the Daniel, the old version of him is also has, I don't know. We'll see. But I know it's Daniel's. Whatever hers is going to be related to fire.
We are being followed.
Yep, there it is.
Back the fuck off, will you? Oh crap, what the fuck is that?
That's you. Well, it's a run, right?
Run!
I mean, it's gonna find you regardless. Oh man, that one was close. You can at least help Taylor over. Shit, I fucked up. Help her, help her.
Get up! Move it!
It's not after him, it's after her. That's kind of disturbing. Jesus, why? That.
You hear that? What's that? Taylor. Taylor! Is that you back there? Get to the church! Run!
Oh shit, it's still following us.
Hey!
Hey, it's Vince. Hey, Vince. Oh shit! The wrought iron fence!
Come on, move it!
The wrought iron fence! We got problems!
Hey, that thing is almost on you!
I don't think they see it. I don't think he sees that.
Get in here.
Where's Angela?
She didn't make it. Nothing we could do.
You're kidding me.
No,
you
she's-
have to keep
she's
that
still
thing
out there.
outside, or we'll be joining her. Look for ways in and out of here. Close them all off. Shit! Come on, we need a barricade here.
A nice bench.
Hey! Hey!
Don't let him in. I don't trust him.
Is that old fool still out there?
He's following us. I mean, what?
Looks like he's following us. Whatever he's up to, we can't trust him.
I know you're inside.
What in God's name is he up to? He's gonna lead that thing straight to us.
The thing's gonna get to us regardless.
Trouble we're in here.
What the hell is going on in there?
You need to get away from here. Go before it's too late. Get the hell out of here.
I'll go once I look you in the eye. Now let me in.
No.
I'm real sorry, but I can't open this door.
Shutting people out don't help. And believe me, I know.
What do you mean?
Wait, what do you mean?
I shut out the whole goddamn world. Instead, I chose to look inside a bottle. Not a life for a man or beast.
I've been stuck in this town so long, I don't know what to do next.
That's two of us, man. I'll go get help.
That's a bad idea. There's nothing out there can help us.
Yeah, but at least we're not letting him in.
That thing's out there. It's toying with us. Why are these things, whatever the hell they are, coming after us? I wish I knew. Maybe then we'd know how to stop them.
I think that the idea, like, I think the thing is that it's the oldest version of them is chasing the newest version of them. But I think, I have a theory. My theory is that maybe they have all lived in this town, like they're all from Little Hope, and they've all been living in Little Hope in these different lives for a long time. And they don't realize it, and every like previous life of theirs is haunted by either these demons or by tragedy. I don't know. I may be wrong,
Professor!
but
Andrew! It's
I think they're all destined to be
I'm
here.
next. The priest, reverend, whatever, made accusations against my double. It sounded serious.
Another trial?
Not this time. It sure looked like it was heading that way.
And the girl? Mary?
Yeah. She was there all right.
I'm starting to think that maybe
You're in here?
Mary is trying to show us these things because she's trying to help us, not because she's trying to hurt us. I think she's trying to show us, like, the demons so that we can escape them. Like the curator said, she's just a little girl.
We have to follow her. Whoever she is, she's tied up in everything that's happened here.
What if you're right? What then?
If we can stop her, it could prevent any more harm happening to our doubles. Okay. Guard the door in case that thing comes
Well,
out.
they're all already dead, so I wouldn't send him up there. He's climbing up high. See, this is like a repeat of the 70s. The attic. He's gonna fall onto the wrought iron fence, bro.
Hey, kid. You out here?
Oh shit. Uh-oh. Got Andrew. Taco Bell. Dong. So that's Andrew's past. Andrew's 1600 version. Whatever his name is. Probably like Anthony or
Pains me to say
shit.
these words.
Oh no, it's
Your
Daniel.
punishment
Never
today
mind.
will protect us all. Keep our town safe.
Can you spare him? I beg you.
This is hard for you, child. But one day you will understand, and you will thank me.
Go from this place, Mary. Your pleas
Yeah,
cannot reach
David,
me.
that's his name.
My fate is not a memory you should carry.
Who will be my keeper if you are gone?
Judge Wyman has instructed Abraham. He will be your keeper.
Abraham, that's got to be Andrew, right?
Every man will face his day of judgment. Yours is today.
Oh my god. Oh.
See who you would have me spare.
So the idea is that by intervening it makes it look like they're witches, right? Because then they're floating. Oh, I see. I see.
He is no longer of this earth.
Yeah, see, he's floating there.
And the devil
Because
can resist in this way.
he's being held up by Daniel. The knife. Same way he died in the 70s, too. But see, like, I thought that maybe all of them died in the 70s, the same they would have died in the 1600s, but it doesn't make sense for Angela. Because she died in chains. And I guess you could say, like, oh, she was in the bathroom, but she died of smoke inhalation. She didn't drown.
He was right here. I was holding him.
But how are we able to connect to that
Right
time?
there. Nothing I could do.
I'm so sorry. You
She'd
had
be
to go through
sympathetic.
that. I know how much it messed me up.
Fucking witch trials! What's wrong with these people? They killed that guy for no reason.
I'm sorry. This is fucked up.
I don't think we truly know why.
Pattern.
He was
Angela
accused,
died
obviously.
after seeing her double executed. Taylor had a narrow escape from that thing.
Angela wasn't killed. She's
The
still alive.
Civic double get it? And you're next.
I mean, that's true.
Real reassuring. Thanks for sharing.
Isn't it better to know what's gonna happen to you?
Oh.
There it is! That's what's been after us!
We can't let it trap us up here.
Yeah, but you guys blocked the door, right?
What do we do now? With that thing outside?
Quiet.
It's out there. Listen.
It's
Shut
out
up.
there for
Shh.
now. What if it decides to come in after us?
Maybe we're okay if we stay inside the church.
Because
It's
Holy ground? Yeah, no, that's not
Church.
how
Maybe
it
can't
works.
come in.
really?
It's not
Is it a
gonna.
fucking vampire now?
I'm just saying, this is a solid building.
He's right. We're safer in here. We're staying put.
It's hunting me. To a degree.
I guess staying makes some kind of sense, right? You think that's our best move?
We are staying in here. No choice.
I mean, if we block the exits, they might not be able to
We should
get
take
in
off
unless.
while we still can. That thing has us boxed in.
No one else agrees with you. Staying in here is the majority decision.
We can't be splitting up again. After what happened to Angela?
Sure, whatever. but this doesn't feel right to me.
It doesn't feel right to me either, but at the same time, it seems like it can't get in because we have the doors blocked. I mean, I don't know. All right, let's see here. Andrew opening a grate. Daniel. Exorcism. Okay, so that was Andrew opening like a sewer grate with Daniel.
This place is double central. The priest is the spitting image of that creepy preacher.
Yeah.
Right. They could be the...
Oh. I cut him off. But yeah, no, that's the truth. The preacher also has doubles as well. So I just wanted to see if he was going to say anything, but I guess not.
Sounds like more than one. Fucking...
Yeah, yours is out there too. Simon Carver is crossed out. Little Hope Pastors. So he died too. So Carver, because Carver is the yeah, he was the pastor. So he had to have died as well. That one's Daniel's. You can tell by the metal thud. Whoa! Whoa! Shit! Away from the windows! It's after Daniel. It's after Daniel specifically. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to survive this. Do not move. Wait, confront. Maybe confront it? This might be the dumbest shit I've ever thought of. Don't stab it! What are you gonna do? Alright, well that might have been the dumb move. Oh! Shit! Oh god, am I fucking dead? Save Daniels! Save Dan, it's after Daniel specifically! Is the move to confront your demons? I mean, that's what I thought. That was literally my thinking in that. Confront your demons.
Where are you? Taylor, come on! Talk to us!
We gotta do something.
We gotta do something now. Hold on. We need to be calm. Fuck calm. Taylor's in trouble.
Alright, there's Taylor. Taylor's is still after her, too. The fog really is trying to separate us.
Taylor.
It's got her alone.
Is that you? I can't see shit.
Oh, fuck. Go left.
I'm over here.
Oh. Oh, shit! Oh, fuck! Well, Taylor's dead. Deceitful. Oh, shit. Well, Taylor's dead. I don't know how you would have picked that as the right choice. Like, if you would have picked right or left, I really don't know how you would have picked right or left to know if that was the right choice or not. And she's gone. Well, fuck. Bonus feature unlocked.
Taylor. This thing just... I couldn't...
Later. We need to get out of here right now.
Well, Angela's still out there, and now Daniels is after him. The question is John's... What is John's? And
Where's Taylor?
She's dead.
Where's
She's
Taylor?
dead, bro. She's
Taylor?
actually dead.
She didn't make it.
What do you mean? She didn't make it. Tell me what the fuck happened to Taylor now.
Let him go, Daniel.
Let him go, Daniel.
Get off of me.
We're going back to get her.
Keep it down. One of those things could be close by.
I don't give a fat fuck. We're going back to help Taylor. She might need help.
She's actually dead.
She's gone. We can't help her anymore.
He has a good relationship with Andrew and Taylor. Angela and Daniel, not so much. Okay, so... I wanted to get these secrets. Makes you wonder, like, where are the other ones? Like, makes you wonder if you missed anything. Well, Taylor's dead, so Team Taylor is gone. He still has a knife. Andrew ran into vents right, for safety. Still in the darkness. Yeah, see, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't. It's not necessarily saying that she's dead because we didn't see her die. So lost little girl. Okay.
I can't believe Taylor's gone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the choice was there. I don't know if I fucked up.
We should rest here for a while.
I don't know if it was that I fucked up during the fighting off sequence or if I fucked up by going left instead of right.
Sure. Just a break, though.
But I'm starting to think that it doesn't really matter who lives and who dies. And I don't mean that in the sense that I don't think that they should live or die or whatever, like, oh, everybody should live. I feel like I'm starting to think that, like, these people are trapped here no matter what. Like, I feel like they don't have the option to leave this place. I feel like they're trapped here regardless.
You asleep? That's impressive.
I wish. No way I could get any shut-eye after what went down tonight. Would love to, though. I'm beat. Any ideas how we getting out of here?
He would say this.
Listen. It's clear now. There's no help available. We're on our own.
Sure seems that way.
Our best shot, maybe our only shot, is to stop that girl, Mary.
Getting to Mary, stopping her, might help. Sure, okay, but what about the other kid? The one that keeps running from us?
She's also Mary.
Are connected somehow.
That's Megan.
Maybe the other girl is trying to lead us.
Well, Megan's dead from the 70s. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's a version of her that's real. That's like in the now. or if
I don't
it's
think there's
like
anything we can do
Megan.
at this point.
Mary's the key to everything that's happened. The trials, the executions.
Sure, but how are we supposed to stop her?
But
Not even sure she's real.
they did say that she's
Too late
just
for
a
us to do
kid,
anything.
so
Fatted. This is over.
we have to try.
We have to try.
I'm not going to say Mary is
To the
evil, because
others.
I know for a fact
Yourself.
that's not the case. He doesn't, but I don't think...
Mary's the key to this.
I think he wants to find out before he accuses of being evil. That's like
Not
the
that
thing.
simple.
It's not being accusatory.
And like you said, she's just a kid. We can't.
Listen to me. We see her again. We do whatever is necessary.
Uh-oh!
What's that?
Shh. Get down. Take cover.
It's heading straight for us.
Quiet.
Oh, we're going to do a heartbeat thing? Dear God, I hope not. Oh, it's Angela.
Angela!
Told you.
Easy, Tiger. I'm a little tender.
I thought you were gone. How in the hell did you find us?
We thought. You know.
We're all glad you made it.
Stop it. You're gonna make me blush. But thank you.
No one messes with you.
I knew it was too quiet. Where's Taylor? Tell me.
I'll tell you when we're safely away from here. Right now, our priority is getting you safe. Let's go. We've come across more of those things since you left us.
One of those fucking things took Taylor. There was nothing we could do.
The thing that chased after me was horrendous. Now you're telling me there's more of them? What in God's name?
Yeah. They're
Okay without your
the
glasses?
dead. They're
I
the
most certainly am.
past self
There is
of you
plenty here I don't
that
want
was
to see.
killed during the witch trials.
You lost your glasses, but not your sense of humor. Good.
Fuck. Something is following us.
That one is Daniel's. The metal, you can hear the metal. That's how I know it's Daniel's.
It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you.
See, it is better to conquer yourself. Like I said, confronting your demons, right? The idea, but
Not by angels or by demons, heaven or hell. Perhaps you've started to realize something.
I mean, I'm thinking maybe. I don't know.
That everything and everyone may not be quite what they appear to be. 3 executions, 3 tormented beings, and Taylor's is the only soul lost so far. Any thoughts on what might be around the corner, hidden by the fog? Something wicked this way comes.
I mean, obviously we haven't seen something related to John or Andrew, but I don't know if Andrew dies in the witch trials because I don't know if he died during the house fire. We saw him run back in, but we didn't see him die like everyone else. And maybe, like I've been saying this since the beginning, I feel like Andrew is perhaps the only person who does not die because he is somehow the odd man out. Please stay on the trail.
Yeah, I think we'll stick to the...
He doesn't need to cut the dialogue. Just stick to the path. I guess we'll let them finish the dialogue. Jesus. Let's move our asses. Why are you going up this?
Crazy, but what if saving our doubles from execution is how we save ourselves?
He's got a point.
Uh,
Things we've seen are linked to the executions.
Yeah, but how are we supposed to save ourselves when we're already dead? What I mean by that
We are
is,
not falling apart.
like, we've already seen Daniels die. We've seen Angela's die. How are we supposed to fix that? I don't think we can. I don't think that's the way to do it. Okay, John had a sledgehammer there that he propped up against the door. Demon at the door. So obviously something will chase us into a shack. In a love shack. Mary Milton's grave. Oh, okay. Believed to be the resting place of Mary Milton. Mary was the source of the accusations
There's
against
nothing
alleged
about
witches.
how or why she died.
Pastor Carver took her under his wing, where he instructed her and prayed with her before she incriminated several townspeople. Because of her controversial role in the witch trials, many of the townspeople turned their faces against her. Her remains were buried at the edge of town. I still think that Pastor Carver is like the real evil behind this, to be honest. That's how it is with fucking religion.
Fireflies. That's what's causing
You would not believe your eyes.
Looks kind of beautiful, don't you think?
Kind of weird looking.
I'd like to. Okay, I'll stop. Oh boy. So his name is Abraham, right?
My own eyes deceive me.
My own eyes deceive me.
My apologies for the lateness of the hour, but I must speak with you.
What ails you, my friend?
It is Mary.
It is Mary.
By the part she has played in these trials.
Those trials trouble us all.
There is more to this. I saw her smile as her own sister was executed. She took pleasure from it.
Are you certain?
I am. But now that she speaks of guilt and remorse, it is hard not to believe her.
Keep away from her, Abraham.
Yeah.
No good can come from being with that child.
Too late. With her brother and sister gone, Mary now lives under my roof.
Your charity places you in great.
Yeah, that makes him next, right? I guess.
What do you advise?
Sense.
Tell the court you suspect she toys with us all. That you saw her delight in her own sister's death. I implore you.
I am torn. Mary seems full of
Keep your
remorse.
suspicions to yourself, and it's our community which will suffer. None of us is safe from her wild imaginings.
Very well. If the court will listen.
Oh, see, I get it. He said when he said when he stands outside the door, he was like, "My own eyes deceive me. You would not believe your eyes." Get it? Of course, that's why the Fireflies. Owl City is the connection. I have solved the mystery. I have solved the mystery. The mystery is Owl City did it. They are the ones behind the demons. It's them.
Speak.
My own eyes deceive me. I would not believe my own deceived eyes. If 10 million fireflies.
I am bewitched.
You're not bewitched.
How else can your presence be explained?
I can't explain this, but you're not.
She has conjured you to defend her. To press me into silence. Only
No, actually, we're just here somehow.
So resembles me.
I'm not a demon. But we do look alike, which I agree is pretty damn weird.
What do you want from me?
I don't think he knows what some of those words mean.
About Mary.
I was decided to speak to the court. Now I am not so sure.
I know how this must look, but you have to speak out. Tell everyone what the girl did, like your friend is telling you to.
The devil has sent you to tempt me. I must not succumb. Little Hope is no longer the town I knew. Strange and disturbing events have become commonplace. You, whatever you are but one of these. Revealing the truth about Mary may save my friend, but it does not sit easily with me that in doing so I condemn a child.
I think that, yeah, the priest is the villain!
Putting it all on a kid isn't right. The priest is the one driving this whole thing.
Yes!
That's way off.
No! No, it's not! That's way on!
Reverend Carver is a man guided by God. No one can doubt that.
No! It's way on. That's correct. That's the correct move. Don't believe the Owl City.
Bad move there, man. Standing up for the kid is probably gonna do us all in.
She's just a child.
For all our sakes.
She's not the evil one.
You get a chance to confront Mary?
No. We never even saw her.
Fuck.
And Daniel's just gonna stand there and be like, well, and yeah, and he told his doppelganger to
It'll get us out
check
of
the
these damn
priest.
woods, and we can talk on the way.
Okay, now we're Daniel. Right.
Not sure I want the answer.
They've like increased the walking speed.
Back there.
We met up with Andrew's double, Abraham. He was thinking about testifying against Mary, but good boy Andrew talked him out of it.
That was a smart move.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, but like I said, I think that they think that the child is the evil one, but in reality, it's the priest. I already know this. And I think that Andrew knows this as well, because of what he's seen already with the priest. He's putting the pieces together, bro. He's trying to save everybody by doubling down on the true villain here. I think he's the one who knows the puzzle pieces. He knows the pieces fit. Don't believe the Owl City, believe the tool. We might have missed our chance.
Be a way of stopping the girl. We might have already missed a chance to change things.
You had a chance to get Mary exposed for what she is. A liar and a faker. Put her in the dock for a change. Why didn't you take it?
We don't know for sure that stopping Mary will help us out. It's just a theory.
It may only be a theory, but right now it's all we've got.
This is a one-shot deal. We get it wrong, and there's no replay. It's game over, so I'm up for doing whatever it takes.
Come on, let's take a look.
The fuck is this place? Okay. The weights on the board. Oh, John being killed by his double. Oh. His whole head crushed. It was like neck and face crushed. Pressed into silence. Okay, so we just saw John get killed, so obviously his is going to be up for bat pretty soon here. Mayor Hale's land dead or deal. Fears protests will surely escalate as closure looms. Carver for mayor 666. Samuel Carver. Yeah, because see, the Carvers, they like own this town. And they're the ones who are like making all these decisions, and they're the real villains here.
Check this out. Hey!
It's Vince.
That guy's a menace.
I don't think he gets how bad a mess we're in.
Come on, inside.
I feel like he wants to help, though.
Well, no one's been here for a long time.
Oh, shit!
Now is my time to speak before the judge. I am filled with dread. I cannot know how my testimony will be received. The devil has blinded so many to what is real and what is not.
Nothing good will come of this.
His words will seek to twist the truth.
Allow me to judge what is true.
Abraham and Joseph are allies in this deception. And lest we forget,
See?
you condemned Joseph to death only yesterday.
He's trying to twist it to his narrative.
I have heard nothing today to sway my conviction. Joseph consorted with the same malicious force as his wife. For this, the court thanks Reverend Carver, who faced the devil's wrath to present the evidence.
It is only my duty, Judge.
Now, however, this court is duty-bound by law to seek out the truth. We must therefore examine these claims made by Abraham against Mary.
If I may speak briefly, Judge Whiteman.
Time is short, Reverend. Be indeed brief.
Mary has shown great fortitude to speak out against the evil here. Many would have lacked her courage. Yet her reward for exposing this brooding coven in our midst is to be besmirched.
Her courage is not in question. It is her intent we must be certain of.
Her accuser is the very man entrusted to care for this innocent child. Plain to see, he is not fit for such a task.
See, he's the one who's trying to get them all, like...
Who would you have be her new ward, Reverend?
Him! He wants her!
I am prepared to take
See? He wants to take he wants to take her in.
The court agrees.
See?
Hear what Abraham has to say. No decision can be made on the child until then.
He's got to speak out against the Reverend. He has to.
Abraham.
What am I to do?
You got to speak out against the judge.
Out against Mary, but could a child truly be capable of such evil?
No, I have to go down this path.
Mary, it's just a kid.
Tell the court what you have come here to say. Speak up, boy. Out with it!
Mary has spoken of evil spirits, devilry and witchcraft. Things many cannot believe could exist here in
I'm
Little
not here
Hope.
for history and hearsay. Get to the point, boy.
Mary is tormented. The apparitions she has seen, they have plagued her, stolen her innocence. Some suggest she is in league with these creatures, but no one can be certain. Myself least of all. Can any of us truly know a child's mind?
You claim I lack the ability to see the truth.
I beg forgiveness. I would never suggest such a thing.
My time is not for wasting. You and the priest have irked me enough for one day.
I have more to say.
I have already given you enough time. Furthermore, Mary is to be placed into the care of Reverend Carver. Now stand down.
What the fuck?
Tell me everything. Did you see Andrew's double again?
He told the judge that Mary did nothing wrong, like she's the victim here.
Oh, that's bad. Very, very bad. Shit!
So what happens now?
I'm not sure I did the right thing.
You did.
I guess at least we know we can influence the outcome. That's gotta be good, right?
You agree with him?
Yeah.
It went down just like he said.
I need to get everybody on board with the idea that the priest is the fucking bad guy. That's what I need to do.
What the fuck?
We can't stay. Let's get out of here.
Because at first I would have thought the same thing, like, oh, Mary is the evil person, but there's John.
Look at those outfits. This place shut down way, way back.
Life as a kid in the 70s. Everything was ahead of me.
The guy with the glasses, that's John, right? Maybe it's not? In memory of James Clark, 1929-1972, sadly missed by his many friends and colleagues. We haven't seen Andrew get the gun yet, by the way. Kiss my ass. What? Why did he do that? Can I not flip that piece of paper over? All right. Mr. Vincent Barnes, 15th Mayflower Avenue, May 8th, 1972. Dear Mr. Barnes, subject employment warning letter. In following a recent disciplinary meeting, I am writing regarding your intensive behavior. Management have made every effort to accommodate your difficult circumstances and recent injury by accepting your recurring absences. However, continued warnings regarding attendance, lateness, and intoxication have prompted us to issue a formal written warning. Further repetition of this behavior or other misconduct within the next 12 months will result in dismissal. Raven Den expects our employees to be enthusiastic, punctual, and sober. You must acknowledge receipt of this letter. Please sign and return it to the foreman's office within 7 days. There was a signature. Kiss my ass. Yeah, see, there they are.
Get over here. You gotta see this. This is too fucking weird. This is too much. Way too fucking much. First, a load of weirdo witch killers from ancient history look just like us. Now we got the creepy Family of the Year winners who also look just like us. What the actual fuck?
What does it mean, though? Do you think they died like the other lookalikes?
Oh, there's a person standing in the background. Is that Angela?
Who knows what happened to them? Maybe we're all stuck in the same nightmare.
Yeah. You are.
You really want a souvenir? From this night? From this place?
All I know, I'm keeping hold of this.
Yeah, I don't think it's a souvenir. I think he's keeping it for the sake
you
that.
Said about all this being a nightmare.
Good idea to keep it.
You mean that?
If it's my nightmare, why are you guys all in it?
Any of us could say the same thing.
I don't know what's real here. Are you the real Andrew?
Oh, come on. So wait. Who are those people in the photograph?
Maybe time is fucked up here. Like, that really is us in that photo.
But they're around the same age as us, as far as I can tell.
Oh, that's Tanya's. That was Tanya's boyfriend.
She leave him for some other guy?
Yeah, Vince. Oh, Vince! That's him! Hey, wait, so he's all grown up. And he's like still living in the town because he can't like move on? Oh shit. So he's all grown up. So he's he was Tanya's boyfriend. Oh fuck. Okay.
Okay. So what's your theory?
Shut up, Daniel.
We're dead?
That's what I said to Taylor. We're fucking dead.
Alright. See here. Samuel Knockett, Lewiston, February 6th, 1693. Oh, I can't read that shit. A letter from Judge Wyman expressing his dismay at what Carver did in the witch trials and asking that a commission be appointed to examine the affairs, including the matter of the girl. The letter is dated February 6, 1693. According to the monument of the church, Simon Carver was a pastor. Yeah, his name was scratched out. That's right, because I think the idea is that he's eventually going to be found guilty of being the one behind all of the like witchcraft bullshit, right? That's at least my thought. And there's a judge. Thomas Wyman. Side of the conviction of several witches and Little Hope, he later regretted placing so much weight on a child's testimony. The current factory was found on the site of Wyman's residence. Wow. So they tore his house down. They built a fucking factory over it. That's what I said to Taylor. We're fucking dead. Little Hope Factory to close. There's a layoffs will gut the town. An article from 1973 on how the factory closure will gut the town and attempt to negotiate a deal with the Carver family failed. James' death happened not long before the closure of the factory. There's 600 jobs are said to be lost in Little Hope when the Ravenden Textiles factory closed its gates at their Harvard roadside in September. Layoffs will include workers in the main factory and ancillary businesses across the town. The decision was announced on Tuesday by Hazel Carver, a director in the family business that has been the primary employer of the town for over 160 years. With great sadness, we have made this decision. We consider the workers at the factory to be part of our extended family, and to know how much Ravenden means to them, we can no longer continue to run the business at a loss. The factory has seen declining orders in recent years. Attempts to encourage customers to buy American have failed in the form of cheap imports from Asia. Over the last 2 years, the Carver family have attempted to sell the business with no success. They came close to selling the factory land for redevelopment to an overseas consortium last year, claiming that this would create jobs to replace those that were lost. The plan was resisted by the union, which insisted the new jobs would be poorly paid and non-unionized. When the consortium's buyout failed in the spring due to lack of finance, the union proposed a plan to save the business, which included concessions to the factory owners on hours, overtime, and scheduling. It's unclear why the Carver family rejected the plan, but union representative Frank McCarthy of the Textile Labor Union of America, Local 618, placed the blame squarely on the patriarch, Samuel Carver, a co-director of the firm and mayor of Little Hope. We've tried to have a constructive, conversation, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. I see. Alright, so that's that. Factory closure. The factory has been closed due to liquidation of Little Hope Textiles Limited. Following several incidents since the closure, the factory has been placed off limits. Don't trespass. Fucking stay away from the windows. Uh-oh.
You hear that? Right below us.
We need to find a way out of here, now.
Tragic fire caused by child's toy. The cause of a horrific fire at Little Hope family residence at the weekend may have been a child's toy. Lieutenant David Farr of the Little Hope Volunteer Fire Department told the Herald that the gas range in the kitchen had been left on and a child's doll set down near it. He believes the doll caught fire and fell off the range, setting the kitchen ablaze. The fire resulted in 5 deaths among the Clark family. One survivor, Anthony Clark, has been questioned by police after being arrested on suspicion of causing the fire. However, the fire investigation is now thought to exonerate the young man, who will be released today. So he's alive. So he is alive and he is out there. The family's minister, Reverend Leonard Carson of St. David's Episcopal Church, said the fire was a tragedy. It's terrible for a family to be decimated. They'd been going through a difficult time recently, as many families do, but they were a good, hardworking, and loving family, and I was helping them through their troubles. It's a tragedy that it should end like this. No date for the funeral has yet been arranged. Both the fire department and the mayor's office praised the swift action of the police officers who arrived first on the scene and were able to prevent the blaze, claiming its 6th victim. Officers Reynolds and Hoffman's quick thinking prevented another death, said the mayor, who recommended the men for accommodation. Oh boy.
That's heavy. Andrew, get your ass over here and help me out.
What's up?
You take that side, I'll take this side. Push together, right? Good. Now, push!
Oh shit! Fucking fell through the floor. Oh shit! Daniel's in. Daniel, you gotta run, brother. That's after you.
Hey, are you okay down there?
Oh boy. Pull him up. Woo! It's gonna spear him right as we're lifting him, isn't it? Unbroken. Oh, he ran, he's out, he got out. Woo!
Let's go before anything else happens.
Well, he got out. So. Now we're playing as Angela.
Daniel, you out here?
Shit.
See Daniel out here?
No. He's not here yet.
Okay, let's keep going. Daniel will be okay. He'll catch us up.
Alright, well, I think we're going to leave it there for this part, and then when we come back next time, I think we're probably going to finish it. So, yeah, take care, everybody. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.